The unlucky few, wounded and left behind after the brazen Taliban attack on the Dera Ismail Khan prison in northwest Pakistan more than a week ago. One lies shackled by his ankle to a hospital bed. Others could only wonder about the freedom that came so close. Some other prisoners turned themselves in and are giving authorities startling accounts of what happened that night.
While we're in the cells, we suddenly saw army officials approaching. I told them, look, the army is coming. But then, as they start firing at the jailers, we were shocked and thought, look, these guys are something else. They were so confident, not running anywhere, and looked like they had the situation under control. And they were taking their time.
Mohammed Kamran and his two brothers say they're innocent of the murder charge they face and came back because they hope to win freedom at trial. He was fearful of the bearded attackers who opened their cells.
We didn't know what was happening. We were thinking, what is going to happen with us? I was so scared, thinking, oh my God, these men are terrorists or suicide bombers. Then they will blow up the whole place and kill us.
Meantime, Pakistan's Minister of Prisons said 35 of the roughly 250 who escaped are now back in custody. He hinted at an inside job, saying the prison superintendent had been warned of a possible Taliban jailbreak in advance.
Many officers have been suspended due to the prison break, and once we find out who was at fault, we will also deal with getting these officers reinstated or punished.
The superintendent at this prison is one of those now suspended, but he maintains his men fought bravely, using up their ammunition. He says at a meeting earlier that same day, he had warned higher Pakistani officials, including the Army and ISI military intelligence, he could not defend Dera Ismail Khan prison.
In fact, I even told them that given the number of my forces and arms and ammunition, I cannot stand up to any threats. I told them to give us better security.
The inmates' own version of events suggests the prison guards were no match for the militants who blasted their way through brick walls.
We saw that happening in front of our eyes. More than 100 explosions, and they took us all out in a closed van, like police vans.
The army uniforms, the military-style vehicles, the Taliban came well-armed and well-prepared. The witnesses say the Taliban drove at least 2 convoys of vehicles 40 kilometers away in the darkness. An officer asked one of the men, "You traveled 40 kilometers and no one even challenged you?"
Yes, no one stopped us. No one at all.